All right, folks, another way to take advantage of our summer online learning programs is to actually complete a course in Digital Promise, so through their website at Digital Promise. They've got some great websites available. You can check it out on your own, but I'm going to direct you to what is their micro-credentialing. And so this is where you can really get a lot of great information to take a course. And so you'll see here that this is just kind of their landing page, and you can get some more information. But what you want is to go up here to the platform. Okay, once you click on the platform, it's going to take you to this page, and this is kind of where it kind of goes through, like what tells you what more what micro-credentials are. But you can go ahead and even just click the Get Started button. Now at this page is where it really you can dig in pretty deeply, and so you can search for the ones that you want if you already know the name. If you want to use the issuing organization, so this is actually what licenses the micro-credentials. It gives you credit. So when you finish your micro-credential, this is the people who actually submit it, and they will be looking over your work essentially. Again, micro-credentialing and this route, if you decide to do this for your summer online learning, is more formalized. It's more of like you're taking a course that it's totally self-paced, but you can go through it and see all the different, whatever it is that you're interested in, that's what you can do. And so sometimes it's interesting to go through this and to see, well, who's actually issuing these things? The other thing I like to do is actually go through the stacks themselves, and this tells you actually what are the what are the individual micro-credentials you're actually looking at. And so some of them could be accommodations. They got tons of stuff on deeper learning. Digital fluency, whatever it is, and you can just kind of go through and look through these. Some of them I think are great. Some of them I think I don't necessarily think that maybe they're necessary for us at Westminster, but some I think are great. So the SAMR model I think is a really interesting one. But if it's something you've always wanted just to even maybe get a little bit more experience in. Maybe it's like teacher protocols. Maybe it's just stuff that you want to fill some gaps in your own professional development. This is one way to do it. Once you click on it, so if I was to maybe go to this SAMR Model 1, this is issued by NC State, it looks like. And so this gives you, so the SAMR model has augmentation, modification, substitution, and redefinition in terms of using technology in educational setting. So if I wanted to go, let's say just to click on one to see what it looks like, this might have a cost to it. So some of these actually have a cost. Some of them are free. So it's up to you what you want to do. If you run into a cost, just reach out to me and we'll figure out a way to do it. We might have to reimburse you for that as well. So when you look at it, it gives you like, here's the method components, it tells you what it is. And then what I want to show you is really kind of what it is that you, what's the work that you're going to be doing. And this gives you some of the research behind it, the resources available. You can use those actually while you're doing the micro-credential. And this is what you actually do. So down here is the submission and evaluation. Okay, so this is like what you're going to do as you do it, and it has prompts for you, and it has a rubric that actually shows you like what you're going to be graded on. I did one of these myself, and I got feedback from the issuing agency. Okay, so I did one on pilot programs, like introducing pilot programs into a school, and the feedback I got was good. It was real. It wasn't just like, oh, thanks for signing up, we took your $28 and that's it. It was hey, you did really well on this part and you didn't really do well on this part. And so that was good feedback. So it made it to me to seem more real, which I really appreciated. So one thing you'll have to have for this again is artifacts or work examples. So this might be something that you do a little bit longer, and we can talk through that too in terms of the grant and everything else. These might be a little bit longer, so this might just be something that you start this summer and that maybe you carry on throughout the year, okay, depending on what it is that you want to do. So you will submit this work and it will be returned to you, and if you do it successfully, you will get this little badge right here, this kind of thing, again, which you can keep, throw away, erase digitally, whatever it is, but you've earned it. Okay, so it's kind of like just one of those things that you have professionally that shows it. As far as Westminster is concerned, we just want to know the work that you're doing and that it is providing you another level of your professional development. So this is another way to go if you're interested in kind of maybe a more formalized method of professional development over the summer. This has got more, I would say, instead of it's not tools and apps and things, it's more of a methodology or the application of those things in a classroom setting. So if that interests you, then I think this could be another route to take. Okay, thanks a lot.